recording.
Hi, all my kids, my love. How goes it and whatnot? Today, as of right now, we are making omelets. Cross your fingers. No guarantee omelets. They may just end up being scrambled eggs. Who knows? And we have Machen here with us today.
Say hi.
So healthy like that. I'm going to start with gathering ingredients. We're going to get out a pan to cook our omelet in. Okay, lifting with your legs and not your back. Bending over and lifting things is bad. Going to over your back. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we have today's omelets. We have onions. We have green peppers. We're going to go ahead and use pepperonis from our last pizza. We've got, ooh, it sounds delicious. We got eggs. I use brown healthy eggs. Cheese. Lunch meat. Why not? We have turkey breast. Applewood smoked turkey breast. Let's start with cutting up the onions. I peeled and cut in half. I cut it down. I'm going to cut in vertical lines. And then chop them. Because omelets, you want mostly the egg taste. And you mostly want a little fluffy egg omelet. You don't want to eat mostly onions. We're going to try to do a smaller cut. I cut so well. Yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been to not a culinary art institute. Yeah, I've cooked my own food, and so I was able to cook. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put them in the unused part in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to go ahead and take the used ones because they're not ready to be used, but we want them ready right away because timing is crucial. You don't want your eggs to burn while you're getting the vegetables ready. So I've done that, been there. Wasn't as fun as you might think. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take the chopped, diced, whatever, chopped. We're going to go with chopped. I'm not that good. Diced, sliced, diced. No, wait, there's more. Chopping. Go ahead and some of these green peppers I chopped up to store, and we're just going to dice them a little finer, chop them a little finely, cut them into smaller pieces if we can. If we can we do it? Who is that? Bob the Builder?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he can. Probably because he's cooked and animated with his, buddies. They've covered kitchen safety. This makes it look like I know what I'm doing. I'm just experienced with cooking. Cooking levels. This is probably at the higher end or a higher level than level 0 or 1 of cooking. We can go ahead and look at beginning levels of cooking, where we will cover making sandwiches and pouring cereal. Pouring milk will be like the very, very first lesson of cooking that we will cover later after we've covered this more advanced stuff like making omelets. Possibly omelets. Not guaranteed omelets. That's what we're calling them today. Never make the same thing twice. I'm not a cookie cutting restaurant. I'm not a store brand product producing person. No, you're going to get whatever comes out. And today we're calling them not guaranteed omelets. And pepperonis. We're going to try for a consistent cut or chop amongst the vegetables and meats. protein contest. Will it stay in for the whole video? One never knows. This probably looks upside down. Okay, well this looks like maybe enough turkey pepperoni. Cut that up. Alright. Sure! No. Not consistent. Cuts. No. I can't call those consistent. So that's why you go to Culinary Arts Institute. Learn how to consistently cut up meat. And we got the onions, and we got the peppers, and we got the pepperonis, and we got the cheese on hand. We're going to cut up the lunch meat.
Hey, do you like me on here?
Oh, you look beautiful. I love what you've done with all those barrettes. And we cut up the lunch meat. Applewood smoked turkey breast. Doesn't that just sound romantically awesome? Yes, turkey breast. Just throw those in there. Now we have our ingredients ready. What we're going to do is we're going to ready the pan. The rest of the procedure should be easy. You need a grease or something to make sure that the pan doesn't stick to your food and your food doesn't stick to your pan. We're going to go ahead and we're going to choose organic extra virgin olive oil today. We're going to pour that in lightly. You don't want too much, otherwise you'll have deep fried food or fried food. But you want it so that it goes well for your oven. Then we're going to turn on the oven, or stove. We're going to turn on the stove top. We're going to make sure we have the correct indicated burner. You don't want to burn down the house. There's water in here, but if there wasn't and there was something else on the other burner, burning down the house would be bad. Bad, children. Bad. So, correct burner, the correct item that you want to turn heat element to. Good. Good. Putting away items after you're finished using it makes kitchen cleanup easier. Okay, and then as it heats up, it's easier to spread in the pan by carefully tilting the pan from side to side. And let that heat up while we get to our eggs. The exciting main event or main show event. Okay. One-handed. May or may not be shells. There's no shells. Okay. Normally, I just do this in the pan, but I'm trying to get a more professional omelet more cook. So we're going to do it in a separate container where we stir it all up and blend it. There we go. And make it look awesome. 3 is 3 enough? Does everybody think 3? No, you know, 3 is probably not enough. So we're going to go ahead and get our other organic brown eggs in here. Brown eggs. Okay. And we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add a 5th one. Number 5. Yeah. We can count. I'm going to go ahead and wash the hands real quick. Again, I've washed them before, but now you get to see me wash hands. Because eggs, like, after they reach a certain temperature point, can spread a bacteria, salmonella bacteria, which is not healthy, which is bad results for the human body. Dry your hands lightly. Pat, 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 pat. Warm soap and water. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, because the pan is still on, we got to keep that in mind. We're going to stir up till our yolks and our whites are one consistent blend. when you're cooking omelets for your loved ones, or yourself, because cooking food, eating food is essential. Healthy food. Eggs have a good source of protein. I'm going to put these eggs away real quick. And we use our 5 senses when we cook. Listening for... Oh, makes no sound. But I bet if I put a drop of water, they'll say that the oil is hot enough. I'm tilting. Notice how quickly the oil moves along the bottom of the pan when we cook now. So you don't want it to spill out over the edge and down the side of that. We're not touching. I'm keeping the pan handle to the inside of the stove so that it's not accidentally knocked over and flying hot everywhere we're scrubbing hot. If we don't currently have garlic cloves. So I'm going to go ahead and use... You want a tasty bag? No, because it's undercooked and there's a potential salmonella poisoning. I don't want to kill you with salmonella poisoning. That would be bad. In my hand. Put the lid on right away because my luck, it'll spill all over the place while I'm pouring it in there. That's just what happens. Yeah. Cheese? Is all done for me? Yeah, you can have cheese. That's enough.
No, I want eggs.
Eggs. Good. We'll cook some eggs for you to eat. The runny eggs?
Yeah.
Who can have runny eggs? What do you mean?
Like the runny eggs. Runny eggs is...
Like the raw eggs? No, because the raw eggs are like...
No, like it's the eggs inside.
Italian seasoning. Like new eggs? Like not scrambled? Do you want them like cooked differently? Sure. Yeah.
I want the soupy.
5 eggs in there. That should get. Oh, that sounds good. A pinch of salt. That's not bad.
Eggs you put it?
In the second milk shelf. You don't have to get those out right now. I'm going to cook these up for you. Alright. Give it a little stir. Down to it. Chicken shake. I'm going to pour this into the pan. Trust me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hear that? Oh, it's going to cut. So we're going to turn it down a little bit more so that it can cook through. So it cooks really fast when it's cooked hot, and only a side of a protein will be cooked, or a side of what you're doing. Like if you cook pancakes too hot, only the outside will get cooked and the inside will be still runny if you cook it too hot. I'm going to rinse this. So I need a spatula. Okay, I'm not using the metal spatula that I've seen is available. Alright, so notice how the edges of the omelet are cooking. We're going to go ahead and let it cook a little bit more before we try to flip it or do fancy smancy. Alright, let's see. We can hear it bubbling and sizzling. We can see the colorization. We can see the different textures. We can smell, and the more we smell it gets done. We can feel the timing. Our sixth sense helps us develop a sense of timing, like when things are done cooking. We look at the colorization, and with the texture, it feels runny when you beat the spatula against it, or the side, whereas here it feels more dry or feels like fluffy. It bounces a bit when you put something towards it. So over here it needs to cook a slight second or two more. Do this thing. Is that right? Do that? Is that how things are done?
Sure. We'll go with that.
I'm going to just do it this way. Oh, we want cheese on top of that? I've been handed cheese. Can't forget cheese. It's so important. We have a mix of something and something. I put Monterey Jack and cheddar. Looks good either way. I love it. Cheese inside. Alright. That sucker's cooking up. There. Now we can flip it a second. Over. That egg is cooking. You have to make sure that it's done, because like I said, like you don't want salmonella poisoning. This is just gonna cook right and it's cheese on top. Does it smell good? Cheese. Oh, clean up. Clean up the veggies. That smell. We can smell that cheese and all the other vegetables in there. Oh, food. It makes you hungry. You got all these vegetables. Vegetables are good. We're gonna sneak a peek in there and see if some of that egg is, cheese is cute in there. So if I tell you all, and that is beautiful. So the important step, turning off the stove. Removing the pan from the burner. Burner is hot. No touching the hot burner. And we're going to get out. And we don't set anything on the stove that could melt or burn or anything. No, we don't set the plate on top of a hot burner. We don't set like the plastic like bread or toast or anything on the stove next to that. We have cake that's already in there, but it's lifted up off the stove with the skillets underneath. This pan is hot. Cooked hot stuff. What I do as a mommy, I keep this aloe afterburn with the Lanaken cooling agent on hand, and usually you'd end up seeing the baking soda. It's an electric stove, so you don't want to just throw anything like water. It's bad to try to throw out a fire on the stove. Safety wise, we can throw baking soda on it and put a lid on it to take out the oxygen out of the fire. That's the safest way to do it. Usually I have baking soda somewhere in the back to put out, you know, anything just in case. I haven't ever had to do that. Well, knock on fake wood, knock on wood, man, never have to. Be very careful. Cook with adults. You don't have to be a Matilda who can cook her own food at the age of 4 or 5. That's that. Okay, so you use utensils because eating with your fingers, as fun as it is not always polite. Thank you for joining us. Like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Love you all.